It's done on a Mac. I guarantee it. I heard the guy tell me directly to my face, the editor. And the director, Bernie Burns, he's a top guy. He's a top guy. Yeah, I know. So there's machinima films. You make them with games. Some of you guys are maybe interested in video. You might want to make your own videos. You can do machinima. That's really easy. If you want to do it the hard way, I got a mate named Paul Robertson who made this movie, Kings of Power, 4 billion%. So he likes to keep it on the down low, you know. He doesn't like to over-exaggerate things. There's just a trailer. He made actually a 7-minute video based on all this, but it's inspired by video games, right? So every pixel on this is animated by him, not in a game. And people for real think that this is a game when they see it because it uses all the conventions. So if you're interested in videos, you don't necessarily need to be stuck in what the game presents you. Just make your own. It's out. So Paul's got a lot of videos on the web. He's done maybe 5 or 6 major videos like that. Obviously, he also designs computer games. You can probably tell. A lot of games for the DS. I mean, obviously you guys have a passion for video games. It's great that you guys play in tournaments. If you guys can make money from that, that's brilliant. If you guys need to make videos, the Red versus Blue guys, they have offices in New York. They have offices everywhere. They get travel around the world. They get paid to go and talk at places. I mean, it's a great way to live, all right? There's other ways to make money while you're doing things that you're interested in. So hopefully you guys go to uni. Hopefully you guys will learn gaming, programming, video making, whatever you want to do. But, I mean, I'm kind of finished for what I wanted to show you, but I'm obviously here for questions as well. So that's my name. That's my email address if anyone wants to follow it up. But we'll have a few questions. I'm happy. Anything to do with Macs, iPad, iPhone. If anyone just says Mac sucks, yeah, I'm not interested. I can give you a piece of paper with Mac written on it. Is that okay? Yes, I thought so.
Does the iPad make looking at iPorn more easier? Does that help?
So the question was, does the iPad make watching porn easier? I wouldn't know. iPorn. I've never seen iPorn. What's iPorn specifically? Oh, right, yeah. Porn with an eye in front of it. The answer is yeah, it does. Next.
As a gamer, give me a reason why I should spend my money on a Mac, which is less powerful per dollar unless I get a Mac Pro, which is completely ridiculously priced, over making a PC myself, which is cheaper and better for games.
Look, you've got to do what's best for you, mate. If you know how to put a... What's this about? If you know how to put a computer together yourself and you can make it better and cheaper than everyone else, great. Why not go into business? Make gaming PCs. All I'm trying to show you is that the Mac's capable. People write it off, and it's capable. You can do shit on it, right? And maybe you're going to make a game for an iPhone. Maybe you're going to make a game for an iPad. Why would you carry around a DS and an iPod? You can carry around an iPod Touch. Doesn't make sense. Next question.
Okay, so in the ads earlier, it claimed that the friendly people at the Apple stores would find a Mac that's right for me. Firstly, I found that they didn't. Once I was there, I'd heard that they'd taken DRM for iTunes, which turned out to be correct. The staff there had to ask about 10 of the other staff to even find out if they had DRM. So much for Mac geniuses. I also... I'm right though. I also find that I've heard that Macs don't support any external sound cards when I was looking at external sound cards, they were supported by some Linux sound managers and also by Windows, but not by Macs. This is very bad for people that need a very specific rig. I'm running an external sound card so I can use it with all the computers in the house. I've also heard that they started soldering in the processors. Isn't that a bit excessive to stop the users from customizing their systems?
Yeah, thanks. So the question was, why can't I change my Mac? That was the question, basically. Am I right? And that the Mac geniuses are hopeless? Was that part of it? Was your question that the Mac geniuses are hopeless and why can't I customize my Mac? Is that basically... Okay. But you went into the store.
No, I wanted to use their music. Thank you. On their music, they had on iTunes stuff that wasn't on any other online music store, because I would rather use something that was less slow.
Yep.
So I didn't want something that was DRM because I wanted to convert it to formats that were better.
Right.
So I wanted to check if it had the DRM because I didn't want to mess around with that.
No worries. LimeWire, no. So
but my question was, why must you insist so much? Why does a company insist so much that the user doesn't modify the hardware, that they can't customize it by doing some things such as soldering in the processors? I think that's over the top.
Right, okay. Soldering the processors. Well, I mean, I guess there's a degree to which Mac wants you to buy the right computer in the first place. Now, the Mac geniuses, I know you probably had a bad experience with that. I'll remind you, I work for Comp now. We don't have Mac geniuses. That's a bit wanky, I reckon. If you've been to an Apple store and you've had an Apple experience, some people find it's pretty good. Some people find it's a bit lacking. I think that they have geniuses, which are meant to be experts. They have traffic cops, people who point you to the geniuses and say, I don't know, go and talk to him. I don't want to trash the Apple store, but look, I would say that most of the people in there probably don't know as much as they should. Someone like yourself too, you might need to realise you're a bit of a special case for them in the degree that you won't... No. Not everyone's going to walk in and even know... Not everyone's going to walk in and even know what a processor is. So Apple try to make it easy for everyone else. If Mac's not for you, that's fine. And Mac's not saying that they're for everybody. No one ever has. All they're saying is don't write it off. If you need a special sound card, if you need a special processor, you can still get them, right? Can't you?
I have to defend Apple Store myself as well, actually, because I've been in there and had really good service. Had an iPhone replaced in 10 minutes.
Good one.
In and out, 10 minutes, new phone. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Right here, I have in front of me a $200 tablet PC. It can do everything an iPad can plus more, and it has USB slots.
Show me the DJ mixing program you got on that.
Well, you get any program you want, pretty much. Not only that, you say iPads are good for, say, like office conferences, showing people stuff like that, but this is small, it's light, the screen's pretty much the same size. I mean, why would it stop someone from buying an iPad instead of this?
You can buy one if you want. If you've only $200, you can go and buy one of those. Terrific. It's got a camera. Yeah, good one. How good is the camera on it? I bet it's not that great.
iPads are a lot more durable as well for portability.
Correct. I bet it's lighter than yours. I bet it's more secure than yours. Does your computer get viruses? Too bad. You lose. You lose. Next question.
Yes, sir.
Just in your defense, because everybody's putting stuff on the Mac, if you don't want one, don't buy one. You don't need to put shit on the Mac. It's fine. And people in pizza shops use it. I've seen it all over. Businesses are going to take over PC eventually. It will happen.
Thank you.
The PCs are great. I've got one and a Mac. But if you don't want one, don't buy one. Just buy a PC. You don't have to slaughter it.
Not
it's
a
a
bad
good
point.
PC. It works.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone who's clapping too.
Trying to get you to calm down just a little bit because everyone's getting a bit fired. I think the panda thing got everyone fired up too much. Yeah. Take a step down. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Yeah. Look. I knew as soon as you showed that first slide said PC versus Mac, I was like, okay, you might as well just put Nintendo versus Sony or Xbox versus PS3.
I love Sony. I've got a PS3.
Yeah. Yeah. So they get all fired up, but their attitude seems to change because it was like 2 days ago. The room seemed to have an anti-Nintendo attitude, and then yesterday we said, "Oh, we're going to do Smash Brothers," and then the whole place went. So So it's like, okay, they change on a tag. It's like ocean. You can't turn your back on them.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And you can install Windows on your Mac anyway. So if there's something you need to do in Windows, you can always do it.
Yeah.
You guys were all applauding when you saw Real Racing.
But who has a Mac and a PC at home? Yeah?
That's what I'd expect.
Yeah?
That's about right.
Yeah, because, you know, I actually have a Mac and a PC at home. You know, it's a great machine. And also, especially those of you who are actually looking into getting into the gaming industry, especially, a lot of the kind of the development houses, especially, and who do visual effects, a lot of those guys who run those sort of places actually are Mac driven because the Macs were the ones who were first doing a lot of the desktop publishing many, many years ago. So you have to really kind of think about that. So you might have seen Final Cut Pro there before, you would have heard of that. A lot of companies use that because, like, I've seen people who've they've just done the simple, you know, cheap little movie editor thing on their PC. I'm not saying anything bad about PC because I got PC as well. But yeah, they go to get a job and it's like, no, you should be actually using Final Cut Pro, or you should be using Flame, or all the many other ones. And a lot of that software is actually on Mac. And that's something you need to think about, especially, well, I don't know if you've mentioned this, so sorry if you have. But yeah, a lot with the industries, you know, it is split, but some areas actually do have a lot of Macs because the guys who are doing it have been doing it for like 25 years, and that's what they know and that's what they use. And a lot of them are pretty powerful machines. So you got to think outside the box. And I know there's some people kind of going, oh, you know, especially with the iPad or other things. But when the iPhone first came out, not the iPhone, the iPod. The iPod first came out. This is a funny story for you, and I'll hand you back to questions. Basically, what happened when the MP3s kind of files started appearing many years ago, me and a mate of mine were like, hey, you know, it'd be good if we had a portable MP3 player and we could have it in our car. And so wouldn't that be awesome? So what we did, we got this old 486 computer. I don't think most of you probably don't know what a 486 is. It's probably got 4 meg of RAM. And basically we stripped it all off. So basically it was around yay big. We had it all worked out. And we thought, because my mate drove an old Cortina from like the 1970s. So it was like already like